tonight. So let's see how we go with this. I need to move the camera around. Ta-da. I think that will do. It's not great in frame, but we'll see how this goes. I am not ready tonight at all. I don't have a script. I don't have Google up. Any of the things. So let's go ahead and see if I am live on the Book of Faces, which it says that I am. Okay. So we're going to go to split view and I need to check out. All right, we're going to mute myself there. No, I don't want to do that. That is me. View my channel. Of course, the one time that I don't have any problems being live. Okay, so let me grab my script, which is really just my opening script because I really don't even know what I'm going to talk about tonight. So we'll go from there. Do I have, that was December 20th. I was going to do like a sewing video, but I just ran out of time. Honestly, I ran out of time. So, hey, I'm Heidi. I am a work-at-home handmade business owner at HeidiMind.com, as well as a homeschool mom of 11-year-old and 13-year-old girls. Excuse me, 12 and 13-year-old girls currently. Tonight is my youngest daughter's birthday. Well, today was her birthday. I go live on Facebook and YouTube on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific. And during the live, I share about things going on with my business, homeschooling, and sometimes our personal lives. Be sure to follow on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube to get notifications when I post videos or go live. And feel free to hit the like or the thumbs up button as this helps more people just like you come hang out. If you are joining me live tonight, please go ahead and comment with #live. And if you are watching the replay, comment with #replay. This just lets me know what content you like and when people are watching, and if I need to change up my times and my days. And if you are not already subscribed, be sure to check the pinned link to sign up for the email list where you get updates on new products, blog posts, sales, and any other fun things going on. I did not get an email out this week. I apologize. I was going to try to do something like just like a really quick Merry Christmas email, and I did not get it done. I'm trying to like hide the ends of my hair. I did it really fast tonight. So let me see if I can pull these little pieces in so you don't see them. Ta-da. They're not really space buns, but they're almost space buns. They're space pigtails. I'm going to put the pinned link, HeidiMind.com/subscribe. Actually, can I? No, it won't let me do that. Okay. All right, let me fix this on the tube of you. Boop. Okay, so now that subscribe link is on YouTube. Yay, winning, all the things. So I can see comments now, and we're gonna go very off the cuff tonight. I got this new shirt from my mother for Christmas. Yay. I got new ponytail holders from myself for Christmas because that's how I roll. My chair's doing some weird things. So yeah, like I said, I was gonna do a recorded video where I made a few things, and I am just gonna say the holidays kick my butt. Hands down, it just happens. I did okay for my oldest daughter for Christmas shopping. I started relatively early, like not like super early for most people, but it was kind of early for me. And I found things and it was fine and no problem. Done. My youngest daughter, I had such a hard time shopping for her this year. And it sucks because not only did she have to shop for Christmas, but her birthday is today. So that was like a whole thing. I was not in my jam. So it ended up on Saturday. On Saturday, I took my oldest daughter with me and we went and because on Friday morning, my kids went with my mom. Kids went with mom on Thursday. I don't even know. I'm telling you, the whole week is just one big blur. I feel like maybe I went shopping on Christmas Eve with my daughter. That must have been it. My mom got the kids on Friday, and I did try to shop. I went to Box Lunch, Hot Topic. I just wasn't feeling it at all. Nothing. I did go to Five Below. I found a few things to put in their stocking, but like the candy situation at Five Below was lacking. So Saturday the kids came home. Sunday morning, my oldest daughter and I got up at 6:30 so that we could be at Target at 7. Target did okay with the Christmas candy, but not much else. Nobody has pajamas of any kind on Christmas Eve. We went to Old Navy right when they opened. Same thing. We found a couple of pairs of like boxer short type pajama shorts, and then just some like basic plain t-shirts that I called sleep shirts. And I was like, okay, that's going to be it for pajamas this year. Because pajamas are my tradition that we do pajamas on Christmas Eve. So I was going to go to Costco because I needed to go grocery shopping. And my oldest daughter said, let's try Hot Topic and Box Lunch. I know you just went there yesterday, Mom, but let's just try it. I said, okay, let's do it. So we went over and she was able to help me find some things that I wasn't completely sure about. We found some other pajama pants that are very cozy, although oversized. And I even found a pair for myself that are Karopi. I'm a big Hello Kitty person. I love Hello Kitty. I grew up with Hello Kitty and My Melody and Twin Stars, everything. When I was in high school, Hello Kitty made like a big comeback in the 90s. We had Sanrio shops everywhere, and I was all about Karopi, the frog. And I think like I assigned some of my friends different like Sanrio characters, but I loved the frog because I don't actually like the color green that much, but everything was green with the frog. And now I love that my kids are super into Hello Kitty. My oldest loves Cinema Roll and my youngest loves Karomi and My Melody. So we had Hello Kitty stockings. I had My Melody, my youngest had Karomi, and my oldest had Cinnamon Roll. And then we got like the Christmas, pajama pants, Cinnamon Roll, Karomi, and then I got Karopi. Because I don't think they had My Melody. I don't know. So it was a whole thing. We went to my father-in-law's for Christmas Eve. I made dinner and we hung out, and that was fun. And then Christmas Day, we go to my uncle's house, my mom's brother. And it's so much fun. And I love my family. I have a very large family that I've talked about before. But I think like, I don't know, either I was tired like the whole month of December or I just wasn't feeling Christmassy. So I don't know. I did the things. I I feel like I slept most of yesterday, and today wasn't a whole lot better. And now we have plans to go to more family tomorrow, and I have to drive. So I'm just tired. I'm super tired. So if you are tired after the holidays, it is normal. It is expected. Make some time for yourself to recoup and to get back on track. I have decided that this week is kind of a wash because we went out to dinner tonight, which was fun. It was great. I love celebrating my kids. And then we're going to go out tomorrow, and driving is stressful for me, so that'll be a whole thing. And then we want to try to do something for my daughter, possibly on the weekend for her birthday, maybe just get a couple of friends over. So we're going to think about doing that, because that means I have to clean the house up again because Christmas exploded all over the living room. And then on New Year's Eve, we usually go to my ex-stepmom's house because, you know, once someone is in my life, they're basically either completely shut out after, or they're in my life forever and ever and ever, and you're stuck with me. So we go over and hang out on New Year's Eve. And then next week, I don't know if I want to leave my house next week. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I just don't know. So I think that that's kind of the train of thought I'm on right now. So I'm going to run with it. Today I keep looking up because it is raining outside. And if you were hanging out with me last year, you know that my brand new roof started leaking in the garage last year. And so I keep looking at the spot, trying to figure out if the water stain is the same or if it's getting bigger. I should probably get on a ladder and mark the spot so that I know and I can measure it more definitively. But that would require me to get on a ladder, and y'all know how that works out. So I have lots of plans. I have so many plans. But I'm really struggling with follow through. So that was kind of what I was working on today. I was going over finances and working on budgets, moving forward into 2024. I don't do resolutions because I never follow through on resolutions. I will be totally honest. And I'm not going to go into all of my 2024 plans this evening. I would like to save that for next week. So I'm going to. Next week, I will go into more in depth about being a small business owner and how I gear up for the new year. I think it's common, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's common. Let me know if you think it's common. For at the beginning of the year, some people come up with resolutions, and it's been a little more popular that people are coming up with their word of the year. And if you've been following me for a minute, you know that I changed that in 2023. Small businesses do this especially. They give themselves a word for the year so they can keep reflecting on it, and it's supposed to pump them up, like Eye of the Tiger kind of stuff. And I started doing that in 2020. I had a word of the year in 2020, and then we all know what happened in 2020. And then I had a word of the year in 2021, and things just were not fantastic in 2021. And I tried again in 2022, and 2022 was something I don't even want to go into. So at the beginning of 2023, I really looked at the whole word of the year thing, and I said, universe, oh universe, I am not challenging you. This is not me saying, let's fight. So instead of putting a word out into the universe for the universe to come back and say, you're on, I picked a song to inspire me for 2023. And I wanted it to be fun. I wanted to have a lot of fun with it. And so my song for 2023 was, I wish I was a little bit taller. Because that song cracks me up. I was a teenager when it came out. It made me laugh back then. It makes me smile every time I hear it. And I did notice that throughout the year, every time I would hear that song, because it plays on the radio stations I listen to, I would always just be reminded that, hey, you know what? There's always something we wish we could be doing, but I'm really good, like right in my space right now. Like I'm going to be grateful and I'm going to be thankful and I'm going to look forward to the things that need to be looked forward to, but I'm going to be okay right in this moment. So I liked that. I liked the feeling that I got when I thought about that song, when I heard the song. It was just, it was a powerful thing for me this year, even though it was something so silly. And I like that. I like silliness. I like that about myself. I like to be silly and a little strange, kind of weird, and a lot of funny. So I am going to take that into 2024 with me. I have changed the song, but I have a whole vibe for 2024. I've written it in my planner. I have colors for the year, a song of the year. I have a theme for my year, all the things. And so I'm very excited to share that with you next week. So be sure that you subscribe, get on that email list, because starting in the new year, I will be better at doing the things. Social media posts, sending emails, all that good stuff. And hopefully, everybody, fingers crossed, that will also go into new content that I want to be creating for my YouTube channel. I want to get back to doing the cook with me, the clean with me, getting on track with the sewing projects that I had planned to do this year and never got around to. So that's what I was working on today. I was working on figuring out a schedule, because it's hard. I don't know. Like I've worked jobs that have set schedules. I've worked jobs that had fluctuating schedules. I know how to be on time for things. But especially over the last few years, doing the homeschool thing, doing the small business thing, especially more recently being a single parent now. My dad used to live closer and now he lives out of state. So I have some family nearby, but a lot of my family and friends now live further away. Many of them moved within the last couple years. So it's a different experience. I'm not going to say it's a different world. We're in the same world, but it's definitely a different experience. I've made more friends. I have encouraged myself to be less isolated, but that also requires me to take more of my time and spread it a little thinner. So yeah. So if you have any tips about how you do your scheduling, planning out your day, your week, your month, do put that in the comments for me because I'm very interested. One of the coaches that I follow, Stacy Storino, she, for a while over the last year, she was doing kind of like a plan with me video once a month, which I liked because even though I know her process, I liked seeing it once a month. I liked the reminder of like, oh yeah, I have to do these steps. I need to fill in these spots. So one of the first things I did today, I went through my calendar and I put in all of the school things that were already on our calendar, that aren't they can't fluctuate. We have to be somewhere at a certain time. I put any appointments that I had that cannot fluctuate. I have to be again at a certain place at a certain time. And then I started adding in other things that I want to get done that are more flexible. Adding things like our homeschool schedule, which varies. It varies from family to family how you do that. Some people are very strict and stringent on how they put their schedule together. Some people are much more loose and flowy. I need something in between. I need a block schedule that I can kind of shift around as needed. So I can say, oh, well, we need, an hour for math per kid. Maybe I do one kid's hour in the morning and one kid's hour in the afternoon. I can swing around with that. But I need it to be blocked on my calendar, because if I'm going to swap that block, I need to know what to fill it with. We're also going to be working again on meal planning and a little bit of meal prepping. I have to find a happy medium for myself with that, because I did some meal prepping last year and it was a lot of work and we didn't love all of the recipes. One of my neighbors is getting home and that is their backup alarm, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, and my brother is calling me. Sorry, Junior. I'm gonna have to call you back, dude. I'll call you back in a minute. Oop, there goes my phone. So, anyways, I'll pick that up when I'm ready to end the live. So, yeah, some of it is about learning to go with the flow, and some of it is learning to block things out, so that I know where I can switch things around. And especially with my kids, I have noticed that although they don't come down here when I'm doing my live, because they know that this is a blocked out time for me to work, I can hear them upstairs. And when I say stairs, there's 3 stairs from the garage to the house. So it's not really like stairs. So yeah, but I do notice that when I am trying, like today, when I was trying to work on my bookkeeping and my schedule, I've got them coming in and out, asking me questions to things that I know I've already answered. So we have had some discussions about working on that, about them helping out around the house a little bit more than they already do. And especially without me having to ask them for help, because that's a big time suck when you have to not only ask your kids to do the dishes, but repeatedly ask them to do the dishes or scoop the litter or whatever. And it's so exhausting. And then I go to try to do the things I need to do, and I'm wiped out completely and totally. So I think I talked a little bit a few weeks ago about, I meant to rewatch my live from 3 weeks ago, because I think I talked a little bit into a business, which is awesome. It's totally awesome. But make sure you do take into account that whole scheduling thing. When I first started my handmade business, I was working full-time for my dad. So I was working for a heating and air conditioning company, doing the scheduling and the bookkeeping. And I also had my kids with me full-time, and we were doing homeschooling in the in-between. And then I would come home and I would feed them something real quick, and then I would start working my business. And back then I wasn't even doing as much of the social media as I was just making products, getting them on Etsy, and trying to ship things out as quickly as possible. So I would be up, I think back then I was getting like a couple hours of sleep, 2 to 3 hours of sleep at any given time. And apparently that worked in my 30s, not working out so well in my 40s. So we have to figure out a schedule. We definitely do. And I need to clean my sewing room, because eventually I will do like a show and tell, I guess, of my room. I got some new storage spaces for my cutting area, so I'm really excited about that. Eventually I'm going to be redoing my shed in the backyard because I want it to be kind of like a cutting room. So I'm going to move my old cutting table out there because I don't need as much storage space as I start going through my fabric inventory. So I'm just really excited. I'm really excited about 2024. I want it to be fun and exciting, and I want it to be creative, like super creative. That's where I really want to focus, is just getting back to the creative side of the things that I do. So this week I'm going to be a little bit off in my brain. I'm going to be getting the house a little bit cleaned up again, but I will be working on my sewing room and on my website because the t-shirts, and I think I have t-shirts and tote bags, anything that is like the screen print, not screen print, heat press, that kind of thing, heat transfer. All of those things are going to be coming down off of my website by Monday. So if you happen to want to order a shirt that is, or, you know, a top, whatever, that is on the website, that has to be done before Monday. And I will send out an email on Friday. Maybe I'll do some kind of a little sale just as a, like, these are going away. If you do need to purchase them in the future, I do have a friend that will be taking over. She already does t-shirts and things like that. She has a much better heat press than I do. And so she's going to be buying off my inventory so that I can kind of break even on that. And I will just refer people to her because I will still be purchasing shirts from her because I think they're super fun. I just won't be doing them. I just won't be doing them. I will finally be bringing all of the old stock out. That's anything that I have stitched previously to 2022, I want to say. I don't think anything, most of it will be items that I will no longer be remaking, except maybe at Halloween time. So there are educational toys, puzzles, masks. There are some costume things. Those will all be going up on the website. Originally, I had things on Etsy. They weren't really moving on Etsy, and Etsy charges me to list those. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with it. So I'm going to put those on the website because once they're sold, then I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's done. And then the first week of January, I am going to be making new items. I am so excited for my 2024 themes. I'm stoked. I've made a lot of notes. I've brainstormed a lot about what I want to do over the next 12 months. I should have had some of those things already stitched, but I didn't do it. So that'll be like a mad dash that first week, but then everything will be coming out like a little bit each month. And I'm just, it's going to be so much fun, and I love it. And I hope you love it too. It'll be very, not that everything will be this theme, but the direction for 2024 is going to be celebrations, a lot of birthday kind of themed items. So it'll be great for not only getting things for yourself, if you want to spoil yourself for holidays, birthdays, that kind of thing, but it'll be some great things if you want to purchase for other people, for, let's be honest, it's mostly for women. But for birthdays, Mother's Day, Christmas, there will be things that are specifically birthday themed, and then there will be some things that are just like holiday or generic monthly themed. So I am going to cut this out. Let me grab my phone because I want to call my brother back before it gets too late. And it's been 30 minutes. It's been fun to hang out. Let me grab my going away script. So we'll just say, thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like or a thumbs up, follow or subscribe, and comment with #live or #replay. all of these interactions not only help push the videos out to more people that would enjoy them, they help me know what content you are enjoying the most. Let me know if you like my hair tonight. It's very purple. This purple is just sticking, but it's not even. I don't know if you can tell. Some of it turned kind of gray, which I'm a little bit okay with because it looks like it's all gray instead of just root gray. But there are like different levels of purple in my hair, so that's kind of weird. So yeah, let me go ahead, and y'all know the deal. I have to get to a certain screen on my phone before I can wave you out. So let me know if there are things you want to see over the next year regarding homeschooling, regarding small business in general, regarding machine embroidery. If it's something that I can give you my opinion on or my experience on, I am more than happy to share that with you. So until next time, I will see you later. See you later.